Hey guys, this is Mark from the Indie Games Searchlight, and here I am exploring the many different indie games that are available here, and yeah, I'm speaking with, what is your name?
My name is Blake Schreurs.
Very cool, and you have an indie game that is for sale here. What's the game?
The game is called Artisan. It is an experimental indie game. It was originally designed to help have a game that was really around the mechanics of actually drawing. So it was a new kind of game. Most of the drawing games I found were based on Pictionary, and I wanted to try to build a game that would objectively critique your drawing and match it against an original so that you can actually practice it. And so, you know, that's what I created, and didn't find anything like it out there, so I decided to build it myself.
What was the idea of putting the game?
Yeah, I wanted to try putting it together a casual game because I'd been wanting to, you know, build games for a while. But I have a decent day job, so I wanted to try to do something, you know, new and different that I'd never seen before. And one of the things that I was always looking to do is find ways to get myself to draw more, because I used to really enjoy drawing, but I had a hard time finding the time, even though I ended up playing a lot of games. So I said, well, what if I combined the two and had a game that helped me, you know, encourage me to use my drawing skills and to practice drawing and whatnot. So, you know, I went out there and I looked and I couldn't find one.
This is for sale here. Is it available like on your website?
Yes, absolutely. You can go to dracosoftware.com and you can download a demo. So it's Draco, D-R-A-C-O, software.com. There's a demo available that you can just download, try for free. And then also you can get in touch with me, you know, directly through that site, or you can also use interrobangstudios.com.
What kind of reception did you get from the game so far? Do people seem to like it so far? Are people finding it useful?
Well, it is an experimental game, so, you know, the response has been kind of mixed. It really depends on the person. Generally speaking, you know, most gamers who are used to first-person shooters and whatnot, they'll sit down and they'll be intrigued, and then their immediate response is, this is way too hard. And it is. I mean, it's not an easy game. At the same time, people who are working with tablets, who are getting used to the separation of action when they're drawing with their hands on the tablet, but action is happening on the screen, the game is very good at, you know, helping people kind of get used to that separation of action. It was actually received well by a few other people. There was an Australian art gallery had an exhibit for video games and art, and so this was, yeah, requested and was in that exhibit in Australia, which was pretty cool.
I heard from your booth earlier that you made a couple other games. What's some of your other work that you've done?
We have a couple of other small Silverlight games, and I'm actually moving over to Flash. If you go to interrobangstudios.com, we do have game sections. We have a couple of little games. You know, a couple of them which are just, you know, clones of other games, and that was just me getting used to Silverlight. And then we also have one which is all original game called Bubble Crunch, which is just it's a fun little you know, casual game, you know, browser-based game. And I'm actually going to be porting that over to Flash, and then I'm also working with our artists on a couple of other potential games.
Very cool. Do you have any other projects coming up?
I do personally. I'm actually working on I'm planning and putting together a charity called Charity Game Network, which would be for these casual gamers, so that anybody could come over the internet and play a casual game and actually play for a charity. So the funds themselves would be raised hopefully by underwriting or marketing. And so as people play, the more hours they put into it is more credits they get toward their charity. And once we reach a certain amount, we cut the check for that charity. So that's a project that is just getting underway. You can go to charitygamenetwork.com. There's a little something there. The site isn't finished. We're still under construction, but it's a project I'm really excited about.
Okay, thanks for taking a minute to tell me about the game. Best of luck to you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Have a great time.